Hey guys, how y'all doing today? It's your host, as usually, Kingly Logan, and today I thought about an interesting topic. What if Kaido went to Marineford instead of Shanks? For this video, I don't really want to make it a fan theory. I more so want to make it what more likely would happen and what's more consistent to happen. Not Kaido does this, Kaido does that, the Admirals do that. That's really cringe to me. I just want to go over basically how well Kaido would do against his opponents if he went to Marineford, and just what's more consistently going to happen. At the start of the video, it does have to be a little bit of ludicrous because it's kind of hard to make Kaido and King alone beat Shanks and his whole crew trying to stop him from going to Marineford, so that part's going to be ludicrous. Kaido, on his way to Marineford, along with his right-hand King, gets intercepted by Shanks. Shanks goes, "You're not going to Marineford, buddy." Kaido does, "Oh yeah? Watch me." They both clash, but right before their weapons meet, Shanks has a heart attack and fucking dies. Ben Beckman is like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" Ben Beckman about to shoot a bullet, heart attack, dies. Lucky Roo, heart attack, dies. Yaosob, "Yo, what the fuck is happening?" Heart attack, dies. Then Shanks' whole crew just has a heart attack and fucking dies. And Kaido and King go to Marineford. Kaido gets to the shores and starts rushing at Akanu. Akanu realizes Kaido's there, in despite from not realizing Shanks is coming in the original timeline. Fast and quiet, small Shanks, other than loud and big Kaido rushing towards him. Akanu chooses to clash with Kaido instead of killing Kobe. Kaido easily overpowers him and completely is beating him left and right. You see, Kaido is said to be equal to the likes of a Navy Admiral. However, this Akanu fought a whole war and is heavily fatigued and is no longer the level of a Navy Admiral because he's not himself at full power. He got beaten down by Whitebeard, had to fight all the commanders. He's a lot weaker than full power right now. So Kaido would just murder Akanu right here. Kizaru, looking at this, is about to save Akanu and send a laser beam down at Kaido. King says, "No, I wouldn't do that if I were you." Other than Ben Beckman in the original timeline. Kizaru looks at King, and instead of putting his hands up like he did against Ben Beckman, he laughs and starts beating the shit out of King, doing light speed attacks. Boom, boom, boom. King is helpless against the Navy Admiral. You see, the level of a Navy Admiral is stated to be above the likes of King and Queen and should not struggle against them whatsoever. Okiji, after Akanu dies to Akanu, starts boxing with Kaido. At the start, this fight is pretty even. Okiji fought not nearly as much as Akanu did and is close to his full strength, so there would be no clear winner at the start. The fight would be going left and right. Sometimes Okiji would have the upper hand. Sometimes Kaido would have the upper hand. And it'd just be going back and forth. Then Kizaru comes in and the Admirals start to win. Whenever Kaido starts to focus on one Admiral, the other Admiral attacks him and fucks Kaido over. And Kaido is forced to transform into his dragon self. In his dragon self, he starts to overwhelm one of the admirals at a time. However, this is not enough. He would still lose to the combined effort to the admirals. You see, a weakness of Kaido's dragon form is its huge body and a big target, and the admirals would take advantage of this. As soon as Kaido starts to overpower one, the other one would attack his huge body, and Kaido would be struggling to dodge attacks or whatsoever because of how big he is. Kaido would get slammed into the ground, and right when the admirals think they have won, Kaido's body disappears. They wonder where Kaido went, and out of the rubble, emerges hybrid Kaido. The admirals thought the battle was over, but little did they know, the battle has just begun. Kaido rushes over towards Okiji and thunderbogwas him into the ground. Okiji and Kizaru are both all in Kaido's power. Kaido slams Okiji one more time, and he's dead. Kizaru sees this and is scared shitless. Kaido gazes over at Kizaru. Kizaru is like, oh fuck. He reaches in his pocket, grabs a joint, puts it in his mouth, lights it up. Kaido starts rushing after him. Kizaru takes a puff, and his last words are goodbye before Kaido thunderbogwas him. Kaido keeps pushing forward and yells, "Where is Whitebeard?" Mihawk says, "Whitebeard is dead." Kaido goes, "There's no way any of you would be able to kill Whitebeard." Mihawk is intrigued in Kaido because he thinks that Kaido defeated his former rival Shanks before he came to Marineford, and also Kaido is known as the strongest creature alive, so Mihawk really wants to test his strength against Kaido. Mihawk rushes in towards Kaido. This fight is going to go similar to Ashura Zoro versus Kaido. However, Ashura Zoro versus Kaido is stated to be a last resort attack, and this Zoro admits inferiority to Mihawk and thinks he hasn't become the world's strongest swordsman yet. So Mihawk is just going to be able to throw attacks like this out the whole fight. The start of fight, middle fight, end of fight. He's going to be spamming these Ashura level attacks the whole fight, parrying all of Kaido's attacks, scarring Kaido left and right. Kaido standing no chance at the moment and is getting his ass whooped by Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman. And in the original timeline, the person who beat Kaido and forced him to retreat back to Wano was Shanks, who is a swordsman that is weaker than Mihawk. Mihawk would be overwhelming Kaido. Kaido would be forced to use everything in his arsenal, but still lose in the end against Mihawk. So that's what I think would most likely happen if Kaido went to Marineford instead of Shanks. Remember, if you disagree with me, it doesn't matter that much. It's just One Piece. At the end of the day, we all like One Piece. That's what matters. If you do disagree with me, though, and want to talk about it, you can join the Discord down below. I'm always open to hear other people's opinions on One Piece. I like just talking about One Piece in general. But if you did like the video, please like the video. Help me out with the algorithm. If you like One Piece in general, hit the subscribe button. Get free One Piece content uploaded into your feed. It would help me out. It would help you out. So why don't you subscribe? And I hope you guys have a nice day. See you guys later.